Good afternoon and welcome back to This Is Definitely Not a Real Show. I wanted to talk quickly about how information is filtered through people and their perceptions and their beliefs, and how we're never actually going to get a true statement about anything that's gone in the past. Because what's gone in the past, I mean, even if we take 5 minutes of your day today and you think of even if you just got out of bed and the sun's coming through the window and all the different little wrinkles on your sheet and the comfort that you felt and the different degrees of heat that were changing through your body and all the different movements that you had to make and the feelings that you had before you rolled out of bed and had to rush to the lavatory because you needed to go to the toilet. I mean, d- to even explain 1 minute of details would take hours of writing, you know, because we learn in a linear pattern as AI gives you information on a linear pattern, but that's not actually us. But that story's for a different day. Um, I always speak about the abduction and terror my children are facing today by their mother and grandmother and the community, um, the system, the courts, and Gorzov Wielkopolski. I speak about this constantly, but um, it's how did I get to the point of becoming such a criminal, a terrorist, a stalker? Um, I just did saying these few words makes me kind of giggle inside, but the loss and the abuse and the terror that's taken place in my children's lives and my own life for this narcissistic, selfish beast of a girl or a thing, you know, her and her mother doing this. It's just that it's just criminal. But before she got to Poland, I mean, there's been so much to pass. But it's just I want to let you know about a few allegations that have been made to the police about me by my ex-partner. It's just that the list is so long. She has said that I've sexually assaulted her, beaten her, been an alcoholic. I'm a drug addict. I've assaulted her, stalking her. Um, I have been done for. And this means that I can't actually get a job with Disclosure Scotland because with the false allegations and evidence, they have said that I spent a year in prison. There's also things like restraining orders, protecting from harassment for 6 years, ban on approaching the women that abducted my children. So whenever I've been sending birthday presents or gifts, they get sent back by the narcissistic, child abusing lowlife. And it's now at the point where, after being called a rapist and a woman abuser and everything else, and proven it's been lies, and she used this to abduct. That's the lies she used to abduct my children from here. That women that are men or anyone are capable of lying about being raped or abused or sexually assaulted, when women who are really sexually assaulted might not get help because of horrible, disgusting creatures like you willing to abuse children through lies like that. It's ended up that I've been done for causing intentional harassment, alarm, or distress. What? Now, this happened when I wasn't in Poland. Anytime you're going across from 2019 when she abducted my son and daughter, and the country was shut down. And before that, I was trying to get help from the government, and they're just like, no, we can't help you again. The charities, no, we're not helping you again. We don't help men. We don't help fathers. We've helped you in the past. You're an idiot. And there, there was nowhere else to go, so the only place to go was try to get to Poland, and everything was shutting down. Flights were stopping because of these, whatever was creeping about in the air or whatever was let loose, so you had to accept some medical procedure to actually live a decent life or travel or work. So it ended up I had to travel. but I wouldn't take that medical procedure. I stand up for it myself, and I make sure I decide what's going on here or what's not. And the trouble you have to face not to have taken that procedure. I mean, every part of that was a disgrace that we were being treated. And I'm talking every single country I travelled to, everywhere, going all through Europe. The trouble was just that it was an international business operation, and we had to follow their protocols, and there was nothing lawful about it. So whenever you're hearing stories, you can even have like you and your best friend telling the exact same story, but you and your best friend, I mean, you could be supporting one team, and your best friend could be like Mullen is an imaginary friend, and he supports the opposite team from me, but he's a great imaginary friend, and he's always there for me sometimes. But it's the way we can just change subtle parts of stories. But what I'm saying is, this is not a subtle part of a story. It's easy to fall into the category where you're believing words, and sometimes you might even believe people's actions. And women have been believed, the words and actions have been believed. I'm saying you need to take a step back. When there's certain patterns in people's behaviour which is so criminal and obvious, and it's happening over and over again, the judicial courts and governments who are going out their way to convict me of all kind of malicious, crappy things like harassment and alarm or distress. This is the woman that abducted my children, called me a rapist, said I was a drunkard, alcoholic, drug addict, this woman is putting every allegation in me. I've had to prove it wrong. She can now go ahead and sit and say I'm a stalker, because I believed I was going to get done for stalking. I've been told I'm getting put in prison as stalking. They've put me in prison as a terrorist for 2 days. I had no idea what was going on. That whole situation, all to keep my children away from me so I don't get to know them. And they want to, it's like, well, you're angry. I'm going off my head because the child abuser who I've proven's a child abductor is getting supported by every single organisation and system in this Polish town, whereas a foreign father gets nothing. If I go ahead and explain a story, it's just laughed at, and they don't see the serious part that my children are being terrorised by this family and this community. They're making money. They're destroying lives. They're ruining what this psychopathic, narcissistic, child-abusing liar always wanted to do. Her mother wanted to take these away, and she wanted to have some free life. And whenever she's been broken or she's gone too far with too many people, she can jump back to her kids and get all the love that narcissistic, needy personality only wants for herself. And that's what it is. Give me your love. It makes me jealous when I seen how much you loved your father. And she's no mother. Mothers wouldn't do this. A mother isn't that. Poland supports that. Most countries do, but in the UK, judges go out their way to make things 50-50 and amicable. I know that doesn't always work, but that's what a lot of fathers are telling me today now. Whereas in Poland, I've seen how disgusting and nasty and willing to literally take what she abducted, you've proven she lied about, alright, she blamed Edinburgh Women's Aid for saying that you were a rapist, yeah, alright, and you proved that's a lie, yeah, or she admitted it was a lie, oh no, she didn't admit it was a lie, she said someone else told her to say that. She's a demon. She takes anyone and uses them just to save herself, and these are the people that have no chance of being saved. And we shouldn't be looking to be saved anyway. If we can't save our children today, we'll be dragging up any paedophile story from 30 years ago so we can keep you looking over there when today the same demons are on force, the same demons are winning this war in some intellectual way where they're actually dragging children's minds and killing fathers by the thousands, and I'm talking each day. Heads are down because fathers, the head of the family, are being killed because Big Brother is funding these feminists to stand up and be vicious. Anyway, I'm no criminal, but maybe I frighten you. certainly didn't frighten my kids. They loved me. And for the people that are willing to step away and forget, to act like it's a normal thing for women to abuse children, and as I'm the naive one, it is a normal thing for women to abuse children, but it's not normal for it to be pointed out and it's just to continue. I mean, it's everyone, and they're just continuing. Every child out there without a father, and who has a father, and he's a safe, loving man and caring individual, he needs to see his children. And because of these disgusting, vicious women in society's just looking to poison that child's mind and keep him living in fear and keep her living in fear, destroying children's lives. Parasites.